I asked the question and she said yes. So what does that mean?
You asked her to be your girlfriend. She said yes.
That's another time. That's a story for another time.
So what do we mean?
I asked her if we were exclusive and she said yes.
So you were exclusive but weren't in a relationship? We gotta make things make sense.
Why women don't make sense? Women don't make sense. So me being a loving, caring, understanding, right?
Brandon.
Are we in an exclusive relationship? Yes.
Brandon.
She was in two exclusive relationships at the same time, though.
But my thing is this.
I just didn't know.
To ask somebody to be exclusive while also them refraining from making a commitment to you seems insane to me.
Oh, you said that? I was reading the comments.
I said to have somebody tell you that they're exclusive with you while also not committing to a relationship or a title with you seems like those two things are contradicting each other.
Welcome back to another episode of the Real Deal Podcast with myself, Mr. Brandon Haley, and my favorite person on Saturdays.
There we go.
Mr. Cleon Deal.
That just depends on who's coming out to the club. Happy to be here, baby.
You know, Cleon, I think we're on episode 48. I think Cleon might be getting sick and tired. Sick and tired of me, guys. We might have to cancel the podcast. I think we're done.
This is crazy, man.
I think we're done. I try to ask him if we should if we should switch it up and go to like 2 times a month. You know, maybe focus a little bit more on short form content to continue to build a channel. He's like, why would we do that? I was like, it ain't growing. I don't know. It's not growing fast enough. So
I'm a question guy. So, you know, it's got to make sense.
It's got to make sense. Yeah. If it don't make sense, it don't make dollars. So how's that saying?
Well, if it makes dollars, it makes sense. But
something like that.
If it doesn't make sense, then I can't justify it.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? You that listen to us weekly, every single week, I appreciate you guys. But what do you guys think? Should we go to bi-weekly, do like first and third Saturdays, or should we just rock it out and keep doing every single Saturday? We're going to make a decision on a year mark, which I think is next month. Yeah. Oh, we're at episode 48. So yeah. 52.
Yeah. There you go.
Technically 4 more weeks, right?
That's a good way to do that.
I think we missed one posting week this year. I think we missed one. And you know, we just blame that on relationships. Things like that happen. But right, we only missed one. So yeah, we're on week 48. So that's amazing. We appreciate you guys tuning in, listening, and let us know if you guys will rock with that. If we go to first and third Saturday of the month, second, fourth, whatever it is, you guys tell us. We'll do it. If you want us to do every week, we'll go live every week.
If you guys want us to do it 3 times a week, we'll do it. Nah, I'm joking.
3 times a week is crazy.
You know, some people do that.
Yeah. I mean, once it's bigger, it doesn't matter. If we got people to talk to, then that's whatever. The problem is always just us.
Yeah.
And well, not always. Also, if you want to be a guest, let us know. It's not always just us, but most of the time it's us. And then you know, we just show up. We don't even know what we're going to talk about. We just set it up. By the time we set it up, it takes 30 minutes.
It's a lack of planning on our part. But
yeah. So maybe if we do every other week, we'll have more time to plan. But who knows?
Or more time not to plan.
Yeah. So make sure you guys listen to the episode. I was gone last week. And, you know, we still go live, even if we're gone, maybe different times. But, you know, we still make an effort to do that. So Mr. Cleon Deal. Yeah. If you guys don't know, like that's how we get the episode show name. I gotta make sure I keep saying that because people are like, oh, I'm like, yeah, it's even better that you know it's not, I mean, it's the real deal because we talk about real things in relationships, but once you actually know like Cleon's last name is Deal, it's like, dang, it's a really good name. Thank you. I thought of that. Thank you.
It is.
Thank you.
That is true. Brandon didn't think of that.
But yeah, you went last week, went live. Make sure you guys listen to that episode with No Clearance
podcast. Shout out my guy Tyler. And Tyler's married to my cousin Drew. That's how we know each other. We've known each other for the last 15 years.
Okay, so he's been married for how many?
5 years.
5 years at that time. Okay, cool. Yeah. So that's the first still married person that we had on the show.
Besides my mother.
Oh yeah, I forgot about mom. Yeah. But all right, so like younger, like around our age.
Yeah.
First married person, because we had 2 people who have been divorced.
Yeah, that is true.
So 2 people that are still married that you knew, and then 2 people that are divorced that I knew.
Interesting.
Ironic. That's all right. Hold on. Yeah, in my defense.
Yeah.
In my defense, Vika, we did meet her one time at the club.
Yes.
And then we told her about a podcast. She's like, I want to be on it. So then we finally made that happen.
Okay.
So technically, like that was already there.
Right. Okay. All right. I got you.
Technically. Yeah, some fun things. I just came back from Vegas. Some fun things.
Man.
And
on the episode, I did tell them to pray for your sobriety and celibacy as you were at a bachelor party in Vegas.
I'm not gonna lie. That's just so easy now. And plus, they have like Heineken Zeros and stuff like that. It still was like $20 for one, so they charge it. They charge it the same price as a regular drink.
That's crazy.
All my buddies are like trying to get me to break the sobriety. I'm like, at this point, it's no point, man. You guys remember how hangovers feel?
They suck.
Yeah, they're terrible. And I was already tired. Like I already felt old. But that wasn't the hard part.
Mm-hmm.
I did want to say something that I then completely forgot.
What was the hard part?
No, I was just going to talk about how last time I was in Vegas before then was the first time I went sober. So like I've already been to Vegas maybe 8 times. The last 2 times I've been sober. But it's almost been 3 years. So like events and doing things like that, they're just like, you give me a fake beer, it tastes like beer. Like that's all I need. Like I don't even need that. I take a Coke Zero. Like it's just something that used to be so difficult and so hard. And like me working in nightlife, I thought I would never, maybe I'll stop drinking whenever I stop working in the club. But here we were, lo and behold, 3 years later. Like it's hard at first, but it does get easier, and it is rewarding. Yeah. So if you want to stop drinking, I'll be here to support you. If you don't want to stop drinking, we'll see you tonight at Tanger Nightclub.
There it is, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Got to throw in a little promo. I did tell my friends. I had to say this embarrassing story. Last time I was leaving Vegas, which is like 2 years ago. The very first time I go sober, right? And this is like probably like within a year of being sober. So it's like relatively fresh. I'm there for a buddy's birthday. And the last day we go and eat at like the Venetian. It's like a buffet. It's during Father's Day, I remember. And it's supposed to be like one of the top 3 buffets in the world. And I was like, all right, cool. I had all this time to kill after that. He went to his room to go crash out, or not crash out, but like crash after he ate. And then I just started gambling, and then I Ubered to the airport. By the time I get to the airport, like I started feeling sick. I'm like, oh, let me just lay down. I got like 2 hours for my flight. We good.
Yeah, you're crazy.
I was like, let me just lay down. So then I'm like, all right, cool. It's time to start boarding. I get up for my flight. And immediately, as soon as I get up, just felt so sick. I ran to the bathroom, just started throwing up everywhere. So I had food poisoning. Never in my life had food poisoning before. And I'm like, oh my God. Have you ever had it?
Food poisoning? No.
Dude, it is terrible. And I got it right before a 4.5 hour flight back home to Tampa, like a red eye. So overnight, straight shot.
Oh my goodness.
And bro, I tell you, the symptoms of getting food poisoning is like everything comes out of your body both ways. So imagine that.
That sounds nice.
Yeah. At the mouth and out the other way. Everything gets cleared out. So it was a very terrifying and painful situation. Because as soon as I'm like, what am I going to do? Like, I just started feeling it, and it's time to board. So I get on. Luckily, I had the very last seat on the aisle row on the plane. And as soon as I sat down, boom, I had to go throw up again. And then the lady's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Food poisoning." Like, couldn't even talk. Lo and behold, by the time like we got, it was the worst flight ever. 4.5 hours of body aches, body chills, letting everything out of my body multiple times, running to the bathroom. bro, it was
sounds
terrible.
miserable.
So just imagine if you ever had food poisoning, just imagine getting the symptoms right before a 4.5 hour flight. And that is my first and only experience with food poisoning. But we were talking about funny stories in our group chat, and I was like, I'll talk about this on the podcast. I'll literally bring it up. And they didn't tune in, so I didn't send them the link, but I'll send them the short. Be like, hey, I did talk about it, so it happens. Food poisoning is terrible. And I'll never eat at another buffet ever again. I usually don't eat at buffets, but this was at the Venetian in Las Vegas. It's like,
you would think
top 3 in the world or something.
Right.
Like
whoever ranks those things.
Probably people that like food.
I guess so.
I tell you what, do not eat at a buffet. So that was my Vegas trip from 2 years ago. This one was like pretty boring. It was just, the highlight was we went to like, there's like this pool that has all like the games on it. In Old Vegas, it's like relatively new. It wasn't nothing crazy, man. I'm just hanging out with the boys, doing nothing. We went out one night and then went to the Sphere one night. Okay. It was all like real chill for me, at least. We didn't go to any crazy pool parties. And that used to be my thing when I was drinking, but not anymore. We changed, man. Nah, I was a good boy. I didn't do nothing crazy.
Good, man. I'm glad to hear that.
And now we're back.
Now we're back, baby.
And now we are back. Anything you got to say? I mean, we haven't really recorded in 2 weeks. Well, technically together. So anything you got to say?
I mean, nothing new under the sun, man. I mean, obviously it ran the episode last week with me and Tyler. I think that was a good perspective for people around our age who are actually getting married. Obviously, we're in this generation that it seems to be anti-marriage right now. So it's good to see people who still do believe.
Yeah. I mean, it's like anti-marriage or the other thing that you say, or people that are jumping into it. And then not really like.
No in between or nothing like that.
And that's the tragedies of being a lover boy sometimes. Like, yeah, you think that that's what you want. And then you like go full force. And then you're like, God pulls you back out. You're like, maybe you knew something I didn't know.
Brandon, and it's funny because obviously you used to play sports back in the day, and you played. What position did you play on defense? You were a
strong safety.
Yeah.
Now, I was a brains.
Yeah. So imagine as a strong safety, if every time you saw the ball just going one way, you just ran head first every single time.
Yeah, that is true.
You would never be on the field because they're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Well, you have to sit back. Logical. You got to see everything. Yeah. You got to think about it. You got to dissect it.
You got to watch the pulling guards and go where the pulling guards are, not where the misdirection wants you to go.
Exactly. And for some odd reason in real life, you're following the misdirection. What are we doing?
No, not anymore.
not anymore.
We're good, fam. Women stay away. You're like... Not it. We're not there. But I think about it, and on that same topic of women, it'll be about a year since I had sex, and boy, I tell you what, that's not an easy journey either. That is not an easy journey either, especially when you just. Yeah, at work, man. You see something.
He said, especially when you're at work. Obviously, working at a nightclub is different than working at your office job.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not always.
I guess it depends on the office that you work at.
It depends on who's working there.
Yeah.
But yeah, being working at a nightclub, that kind of makes it harder sometimes. And it's like, come on, man. We don't. It's like gotta just pray and start reading the Bible.
There it is.
And that's how it is. Any other things we got going
on? No, man. No.
All right, cool. So we're gonna hop into a Reddit story, but before that, I'm gonna want to catch you guys up, and we're gonna start doing more short form content. Is that what we call it? Short form content, not just posting podcast shorts. We'll like maybe talk about some other stuff, give you guys a little bit of mix on TikTok, maybe throw some of those same videos on Instagram, but. One thing that was going on is, my ex situationship, fling, whatever we want to call it, right?
Yeah.
I let her hold one of my firearms because she had some weird situations. I know we talked about this off camera. I'm not sure if we talked like if you guys knew that or not, but anyway, she shoot me a text like last week and was like, I'm moving. I'm not going to say where or anything like that. I'm not going to throw that business out there. So you guys like be looking and stuff. Leave her alone, guys. It'll be all right. But she's like, so you need to pick up your firearm. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll pick up my firearm. We'll set up a time to go do that. I was coming back from Vegas. I was like, all right, like Sunday's not going to work. Let's do it Monday. Monday wasn't work. So we shot, or we're going to plan for Tuesday. But my thing was, remember when we talked about, should you ask for expensive stuff back after you bought it for somebody?
Right. Yeah.
And I would be like, no, you really shouldn't. You really shouldn't. I don't think you should. There's some gray areas. What, like, should you do it like without any other information on this specific story? Should you ask for your stuff back after you bought it? In any kind of relationship, could be a year, 2 months, 4 months, 7 years. Should you ask for your stuff back after you bought it for somebody?
Me personally,
if you think you could like resell it or get value out of it.
See, that's my thing. I'm too lazy to try and resell anything. So because of that, I know personally, I'm not going to ask for anything back because I'm like, once I have it, it's going to sit here for the next year before I decide to do anything with it anyway.
It's not going to do me any good.
Exactly. So there's no point for me. Now, if I propose to you and it's a diamond ring, then that's a different discussion. But as far as just gifts or something like that, yeah, I'm probably
So
not.
What's the value limit on asking the stuff back? Like if it's under $1,000, you're not going to ask for it back. If it's over $1,000 or if it's over $5,000, like what's the limit for you then?
The only reason why I would talk about getting an engagement ring back is because you decided to now no longer go forward with what this thing signifies. But as far as anything else, if I could have bought you a car, I'm not going to ask for it back. Keep it. I don't want anything to do with any of those things.
Technically, if you bought it and it's in your name,
you
would take it back. Technically,
I would transfer the ownership. Why do I need a third?
After a relationship? I'm taking the car, brother. I'm taking the car, my man.
I don't know, man. I don't think I've bought anything expensive enough to make me think that I would want it back at this point in my life. So maybe I haven't had enough experience to think that I'd want it back.
Okay. So on this specific story, I agree. I think that once you buy somebody something, like you do it with the intent of like, this is for you.
Right.
Not like, oh, like there shouldn't be any conditions behind your love. Right. So in this specific situation, just so you guys know, like I got all my stuff from her place like over 2 months ago. Like it wasn't that much stuff. In that same text where she's like, come get your stuff 2 months ago, she's like, and I'll give you all the stuff that you bought me for my birthday. Mind you, her birthday was probably a month prior to us completely stopping talking. And I'm a giver.
Yeah.
And people that I care about, like I like to show my affection with gifts. That's what I like to do. So that's what I did. And she said that then, and I went to go pick up my stuff, and none of that stuff was with my stuff. And I didn't say a word. I'm like, no, that's fine. I like, in my head, like, I really don't care.
Right. Okay.
She's like, let me know if you missed if we missed anything. I'm like, okay, whatever. I never said anything. I just took my stuff. Well, we had a conversation. This is before I found there was another player involved, another player involved in the game. I'm like doing the right thing, yada, yada. Like, wish you the best. Like, focus on your career, work. Like, I'm here to support you from a distance. That was a conversation before I knew everything else.
Right.
But I didn't ask for nothing. She told me she was going to give me stuff. I didn't ask for it, right? Didn't care. I left my firearm with her because of a situation that she was in. And this, long story short, so it's a crazy guy. He doesn't live here, but he was on the loose and he should be in jail. And his trial kept getting pushed back. So just in case something had happened, and he knew her new address. So just in case something had happened, I wanted her to have, I already have one and left one with her. Then she says, come get a firearm, right? Then we set it up. And then she's like, we shot for Monday, right? And she's like, yeah, just let me know when you're at the gate and I'll put it out front. So mind you, I'm like, one, she hasn't admitted to anything. We haven't had a conversation because after this happened, right? after this happened, and she had texted me that one night I told you about, and I sent her that long text message. The only thing she responded to that text message was okay. She didn't say nothing else. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I was a little pride, ego started to, and I was a little mad. Like, I said all this and you only say, okay, all right, whatever.
Right.
Let it die. It is what it is. You can't control people. You can only control yourself and how you react to certain situations. So I figured maybe she wanted to use this as an opportunity to hand me my firearm and have a conversation about it.
Why would you assume that?
Why would I assume that? Because I feel like I would do that, and it's the right thing to do for somebody that you quote unquote cared about and talk about these things, and they cared about you. I just feel like it's the right thing to do.
So what's the point of it though?
What's the point
What's
of
the
it?
point of that conversation?
Just make me feel better.
Okay, got it. All right, okay.
Oh, it's all self. It's just to make me feel better.
Yeah.
It's like if you cared about somebody and they quote unquote cared about you, and you have all these conversations about the future and stuff like that, and then they just never admit to anything or tell you like why. You kind of want to just know like what their thought process was. I kind of just wanted to know that. So I feel like
closure.
At this point, I don't feel like I needed it. I think I just needed like some justification, the why behind her actions of like, why would you lie? Why couldn't you just let me leave? You know what I'm saying? So she says that, right? And then she's like, yeah, because that's like best, because I texted her mom when I had to go drop off that one package. That's another story. I didn't want to make contact. She's like, yeah, I think it's for the best, whatever. I'm like, okay. So in my head, then I'm like, all right. So now, since you said you're going to give my stuff, now I'm going to ask for it back. So I asked for it back. And then she's like, well, that's going to take so long. Let's do Tuesday. And then, long story short, I still haven't went. So I was like, I don't care. But it was more like a principle of like, if you don't want to hand this to me in person and you just want to put it outside your door when I'm outside and not have a conversation about it, then I'm going to ask for my stuff back, because now I feel like you definitely don't deserve it. Am I in the wrong?
My question here, let's break this down for kind of piece by piece here. My question here, why does this conversation make or break you wanting these things back versus not?
Well, it doesn't make or break. So it's been something that was on my mind, because she said she was going to and she didn't. And then once I found that out, I really wanted to I found out there was a third player involved, right? In the game. I really wanted to text like some nice things and be like, give me all my stuff back. So it's always been on my mind of like, I should just ask for it all back, because I bought it with the intent to see her in these things like jewelry, shoes, clothes, to see her in them and be with her.
Right.
But if I'm not going to do that, then I might as well take them back.
Interesting.
That's what I bought them with the intent of.
Right.
Seeing.
Right. So
it wasn't lingerie or anything, if you guys are thinking about it. It was like necklaces and shoes. Like it wasn't like anything like that, because I'm still staying celibate, and why would I buy that and make it harder on me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
let me ask this, right? Because obviously you and I have talked a lot about this, and we talked about kind of what the status of you all's relationship was. So my question is, I don't know if it's quite, but basically you bought things with the intent to see things in a future that she didn't guarantee you.
I mean, that's correct. Yeah. I mean, you got a point. It's not like it wasn't nothing's ever guaranteed though. Like the only thing in life that's permanent.
She didn't even tell you that was a thing, right? She told you kind of.
I mean, we talked about the future quite a bit.
We talked about the future, but also I'm not ready for it.
I guess you got a valid point, but why talk about it if you're not ready for it?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that, right? Why talk about it if you're not ready for it? But the problem is, see, this is kind of what we do, right? She said both things. You decided which one you liked more and decided that was the thing that was going to be happening.
Yeah, we do like to do that.
Yeah. we love to do that.
We love to do that. Whatever makes us feel better about the reality of the situation. And I picked what made me feel better about the reality of the situation.
Yeah.
And what made me feel better was like, hope for the future. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like this is it. This is finally like maybe maybe I left Latinas and like, you know, maybe it's time for a white girl, you know, maybe the answer is no. Sorry. So Latinas, you guys are back. You guys are back. You know, no, but I did. I thought, like wholeheartedly, like that was it. Like, all right. And it was something that was like a small little fling back in 2021. Yeah. When I was in my F-boy phase. Nothing real, like it wasn't ever really serious, no sex, no nothing like that. Like hang out once or twice, and that was about it. But nothing ever like talked about future or dating or anything like that. Yeah. Like we did this time. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I didn't read all the signs correctly. I mean, I did read them correctly. You did. you read them all. It's a fact of listening to it or not. Yeah. But still, that's why I also felt like I don't like to ask for stuff back. It was just a principle of like, you're trying to use what I said against me. So I'm like, since you said that, go ahead and have it done too. So do you feel like that's at this point of your life when you're experiencing this growth and this new level of maturity that you're at, do you feel like being passive aggressive is the correct thing to do? No, but it is I was going to say the best thing for me, but it is a better option of things that I would want to do or say. Of course, we as humans, it's human nature to want to do and be that. But you know what I'm saying? Is one I guess my biggest thing is I don't know what it's going to do for you. Like it's one of those things like it's an instant gratification sort of thing. You feel like you get that win for the time being, but nothing changes. Part of the situation too that I think I should remind you of is that she's moving. Yeah. And she's moving far away. Yeah. You weren't going to see her again anyway. Well, potentially. It was Brandon. 20 minutes. Brandon. 20 minutes versus like 8 hours by plane is a big difference. Yeah. Probably like 5 hours by plane is a big difference. 20 minutes by car versus 5 hours by plane. So in my head, it's like never again. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll never see you again. Yeah. So I'm like, I wanted that. I guess you can call it closure. I wanted to know the why. It's your life. It's your decision. Yeah. At the end of the day, I've accepted it. Yeah. That's fine with me. Like I can take rejection. I can take all that kind of stuff. I just want to know your thought process behind why you would want to do it and why you would drag somebody else along for so long. Of course. Well, let me ask you this, right? Because obviously I don't know. I've never really had a conversation with her. But has you want to call her? Yeah, that would be fun. You give me a conversation with her. I think me and her would probably have a. I mean, ironically enough, you know, the ignite of the conversation started again by me asking her to be on the podcast. She never was on the podcast. But ironically enough. So I blame the podcast with you guys' previous conversations about how she kind of handles things and disagreements and things like that with you. Was there any indication from that made you think that, oh, she'll definitely give me the why on, you know, because people are pretty consistent with how they verbalize things. So has she given you any indication like that's something that she would do or explain to you? I mean, that's $1 million question right there. I mean, I guess the right answer would be, even if she did, would it be the truth? Because most everything wasn't. So I was like, all right. Yeah, I mean, maybe she just feel like it's just better off to just refrain from talking because she might not be able to tell me the truth. But also I think that a lot of times people don't really have an explanation for their actions. I know back when I was living a little bit less than dignified, I did be why are you doing, man? Just cause I feel like it. That's just what it was. I mean, we're all in different places doing different things that, and also, you know, I always talk to you about the age gap, man. You know, people are at a different age doing different things. And I'm like, Brandon, man, we getting up there. We gotta 32 leave. 2 weeks. We gotta leave certain people that are gonna be in certain phases of their life alone. That's why I agree. But it's also like, I mean, the conversation we had early on, it just felt like it always does. I guess you're right.
It always does.
I guess you're right. It was just like the actions of like, like she wasn't a big partier. At least that's what I knew.
Yeah. It always sounds good, right?
It always does.
You're the guy telling her that you can't go out and party. You got to.
I never say that.
Right. Well, I mean, here, right? Mm-hmm. Maybe not to her, but women pay attention to the things that you say when, you know what I'm saying, when it's not to them. So obviously we talk about in the early stages where you're trying to be what that person wants you to be. So, whether that's who you are or not. Mm-hmm. So, like you said, she was, based on that conversation, that wasn't her thing. But then maybe not 100.
Regardless of the fact, it like at the end of the day, it's dead. It's been dead. It's been expired. And that's okay. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I did feel a little guilty. After I was like, you know what? But then I was like, all right, whatever. It's not. Is it really worth whatever amount of money I would get off a resale?
Is it?
Probably it's over $1,000 for sure.
I mean, you might be able to.
Easily over a G.
I mean,
easily over a G. So I guess worth it.
I mean, if you really need,
I gotta make my trip worthwhile. You know what I'm saying?
Make your trip. What trip?
Trip to go pick up my
20 minutes.
And it's like 30.
Come on.
Depending on traffic.
Tell her sends you $15 in gas money. We'll call it even.
We're not even gonna go there. We're not even gonna go there. Because I was really thinking about, because it's toll road too.
Come on, man.
I was really thinking about why this was all happening. I'm taking care of her dogs, taking them out, use the bathroom.
Yeah.
Not staying over there. Yeah. So I'm like going over there, take them out, toll road, going to work, toll road, going over there after work, toll road, going there when I wake up, toll road.
Yeah.
For weeks.
Yeah.
Not weeks, weekends. Mm-hmm. Actually, one time it did end up being a week, which was also was only supposed to be 4 days, and it turned into a week when she went to go visit her mom. So it was like, it's crazy to me how you could bold-faced lie to somebody while they're doing that for you.
Yeah.
But I digress. So I don't feel like I'm that much at the wrong, because she did offer. She's like, I'll give you your stuff. And I never even acknowledged that comment when she said it.
Right.
This is the very first time I made the acknowledgement of that comment, saying, since you said it, go ahead and do it. Mm-hmm. And it was only because she's like, I'll put it outside the door. Absolutely not. We're going to have a conversation.
Right. But why, Brandon?
We're going to have a conversation, or you're going to give me all the stuff back.
That's my thing. I don't know.
Because if you don't want to have a conversation, I might as well sell it and get $1,000, $1,500, whatever, get something from it.
But like my question, what are you hoping to gain?
If I'm not going to get,
you just want to tell her things about herself.
No, I'm very respectful.
Sure.
If I'm not going to get the full closure in the why you did what you did, then at least I'm going to get $1,500, $2,000, whatever it is I could sell the rest of the stuff for.
Right, but once again, what does it do for? What does it do for you to know why she lied to you and did X, Y, and
what does
Z?
It do? Probably just makes you feel better.
I don't even know if it will make you feel better, because that's the thing. These conversations. Oh, she said she did it because of X, Y, and Z. That's
it probably wouldn't even be the truth anyway.
And even if it was, there's never a good answer. That's I guess what I'm getting at. There's never a good answer. Why'd you cheat on me? There's never going to be a good answer to why you cheated on me. There's never going to be a good answer to why you lied to me.
I lied.
Nothing that you're going to be willing to accept.
You can't really say it's cheat because,
Well, yeah, I would just mean in general.
She wanted to lose that label so she could cheat freely without calling it cheating. You know what I'm saying?
That's because what do you mean? What do you mean lose the label?
That's a conversation right now. That's an off-air conversation. I'll tell you about that. Because then I asked Madison, she's like, "Yeah, that's what I would do if I was talking to other guys." I'm like, "Nah."
I mean, Brandon, as people, as both of us who have been in multiple situationships, and we have often been on the other side of the whole I'm not looking to do this thing.
But I verbalize it.
Sure. And so did she.
No. You don't know all the
You're right. I don't know all the conversation. I'm just saying in general, we have both been on that side of telling people clearly what we want and what we don't want, regardless of what else happened after that. Mm-hmm. And we also talk about how the person wasn't didn't listen to it, and then we saw what happened at the end.
How would you handle this situation if you were in it?
If I wouldn't have gotten this far.
Hypothetically, would you want if you spent like a couple $1,000s on something, and you could easily resell it for about $1,500? Would you ask for it back after she had already said she would give it back to you? With all the other variables in play, you already have to go there, pick up a firearm. Would you have asked for it back? And she doesn't want to talk to you, and you want to have at least one more conversation with her.
Yeah, this is just so far removed from the way my thought process works that I'm trying to.
But if you somehow ended up in a similar situation, what would you do? Would you ask for it? Would you just be like, all right, put it out. I'll see you later. See you never. Block her number after you get it.
Yeah, I would just tell her to put it outside. It quite literally is what it is, because it can't be what it's not. Like I said, there's nothing that this conversation does for me that I'm not, at the end of the day, when I go sleep and I'm not going to feel any better because she had that conversation with me. Like you said, there's no good answer that she's going to be able to give to you. You're just going to be able to walk away with whatever she said, but then you're still going to have a problem with whatever the answer is, because you're going to be able to, you're going to pick it apart and find out the things that you didn't like about it. And that's what we're going to focus on anyway. So what's the point of that conversation? I get wanting to have them take accountability for it to be able to express, but at the end of the day, people have to do that by themselves. You can't force that situation. If she truly felt that way and wanted to come to you, and she would do it. You trying to put her out front to do it, her, you know what I'm saying? I
wasn't trying to.
Right.
I wasn't really trying to. I just said I thought. And then I just said, that's fine.
Right. You thought based on nothing that she told you.
I just said this is how I worded it. Exactly how I worded it. When she's like, I'll put it out front. I said, doing everything you can to avoid contact. And she's like, yeah, I think it's the best, yada, yada. I said, okay, that's fine. If you want to have a conversation, I would like to do that. If not, you can put it out front and have everything that I got you for your birthday. Because that's what you said. And that was what I said. She said, okay, that'll take some time. I said, okay.
Yeah, right. So
that's not wrong.
Like I said, I'm not
wrong.
I'm not the right or wrong guy. That's not my thing.
What
my
justifies
thing is
it to be right?
Right. That's what I'm trying to figure out. There's at the end of the
emotions.
You're right. Exactly. And that's the problem, right?
I didn't want to go and pick up my firearm. But I'm like, if I'm going to have to go over there again, I'm going to make it worth it. Because I also went, like, she had 2 packages delivered to her old place, right? I picked them both up because the neighbors have my number and apparently not hers.
I just don't even understand.
And I dropped them off without any contact because I'm a nice guy.
Why would the neighbors have your number?
Because one time she ordered dog food there and I went and picked that up. She ordered it to her old address on accident and it's right next to my best friend's house. So I went and picked it up. Like, no, just being too nice. So apparently being too nice. And I did that. No contact, just drop them off. Left. Boom. So now she's like, hey, you gotta come pick this up.
Yeah, that's what
but it's just like she's moving. So it's like in my head, it's like, all right, this is the last conversation we're gonna have.
Yeah.
Just say your truth, express it. Let me be at peace with it and move and leave.
Right. So why can't you be at peace now?
I am at peace with it. I'm already at peace with it.
Are you?
I worded that wrong.
Okay.
No, I am.
Okay.
If she never texted me again, I would have been fine. But she had texted me to pick up my firearm, right? I never asked for it or anything. I wasn't going to ask for it for a very long time until she was ready to have a conversation. Or just whatever. She'd keep it. I didn't care. If she never texted me again about it.
Right.
Or ever text me again.
So if you don't care about any of it.
She's already blocked.
Then just tell her to keep it.
I don't think she can take it if she's going to fly and move. I don't know.
You can fly with that in a case as long as
now I want my stuff because I want to sell it. We're right past that. She reached out, said come pick it up.
Sure.
The conversation already happened.
She told you to come pick up the gun, not to pick up the rest of the stuff. You threw in the extra stuff.
She already said she would. So since there was already something else that was there that I ain't get, I'm gonna get the other stuff that she said she would and get it. How is that wrong?
I'm not even saying that is wrong. What I'm saying is that
it's
now
a situation.
It's prolonging this whole thing, right?
I'm not prolong. I said Tuesday, and then she said I'm busy, and then
right. So
I still ain't got it.
Right, because she
I'll
told
keep
you
you
it's
guys
going
posted
to take more time for her to get all this stuff out, and you know her better than I do, so you know how she moves, and obviously this is something
Clearly,
that's going to be. You got me there. Obviously, she's trying to avoid any sort of contact or confrontation or anything like that. I think it's very clear that she's not going to be ready to have some sort of face-to-face conversation. It's possible that whoever this other party that's involved doesn't even want you guys talking, and that has something to do with
knowing her, he probably don't even know about me. Like 100% knowing her, he probably don't know one thing about me. And I'm not the kind of guy to like. I know all his socials and everything. I'm not the kind of person.
I'm sorry. Why did you?
What you mean? Why? She tagged him in something, so I saw it before I blocked him.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm not going to go like follow him or like his post and do like all that petty stuff because there's no point in doing all that. But I highly doubt he knows anything about me. And I'm not going to tell you guys who he is, so you guys like we're a drama-free podcast.
I don't know if this is drama.
I mean, you should I tell you guys?
Yeah.
Should we stir the pot? It'll make for some better content. You guys want his IG?
This is crazy. I don't know if we should give
Chat.
it. What are they gonna? There's not enough. We don't have crazy fans like other people.
Well, I mean, we got enough people in here. If they were in this room, we wouldn't have enough seats. So, right, we got enough people viewing. We got about 3 and 4, so we got 7 people right now. One's probably you, so we got 6 people right now, and I think that's plenty. What y'all think?
I think the important thing is,
y'all want me to send it?
I don't know how valuable that information would be. You know,
I'm gonna just have chat go and say, "Babe, you guys know about this guy?" And be like, "Hey, you know about this guy? The short, old, good-looking man?
The short, old, good-looking man." Once again, you know, I always my question is always, what are we hoping to gain from it? What are we hoping the result ends up? Because then what? You know, he finds out.
What? I want to do that. I want to do that. Yeah, that was. Oh no! Someone who's come. Don't. All right, you said that. All right. Oh, okay. Thank God. All right. I'll send it to you. You want to reach out? No, sir. You sure?
Yes, she is sure.
So am I at the wrong for this? Have you heard the whole situation?
Yep. Somebody please tell Brandon if he's right, because I'm not the right or wrong guy. I'm the let's talk about this and figure out what the point of it is.
It was. I mean, it's not that messy.
I've been the whole giving out the we.
No. All right, nice.
We haven't even said her name or social media. And we're gonna give it.
I'm not saying any names or social medias, guys. That's literally just a joke. That's we're not doing any of that. I'm talking about strictly like asking for your stuff back. In this particular situation, she's moving, so like I'll never see her again. Like where she's moving to, like literally, it's out of the country.
That's my question, though. If
it's like legit out of the country,
were you going to see her again anyway? Or were you just holding hope out that you would see her again at some point? Because I'm like, you guys had stopped, you guys weren't communicating, so it would
no, but it's also Tampa. It's not real big.
How many times have you seen her in real life accidentally?
I mean, when she would just book a table without me knowing and just show up.
Right.
I mean, I would know once I saw it in there.
Right. And so you seeing how that wouldn't happen because she knows that you work there.
For sure would have happened.
Now it wouldn't happen. She would just book it there, knowing that you work there, knowing that she doesn't want to be in there with you.
She did that before.
That's
well. This is.
That was 2021. way back when.
2021.
Yeah, man. Like I said, nothing really changes whether she's here in the city or over there. There's a chance you may run into her, but chances are you won't. There's a bunch of people in Tampa that you have not ever seen in your life. It's not unlikely that you would have never seen her again. Maybe you would have crossed paths, but so what? That's what I'm saying.
I'm at peace with everything. I'm just going to get myself and sell it. That's fine.
I'm just gonna
why not? If she already said it, might as well do it.
So when is she supposed to be moving?
No clue.
Oh, okay.
I don't know anything. Exactly. I just know that I got a random text out of the blues like, I'm moving to this place. You need to come get your firearm. And I just said, okay. She's like, can you get it this weekend? I said, this weekend I was in Vegas. So I was like, no. I'll be back Sunday. So maybe Sunday. If not, can you do Monday? She's like, Monday has to be after this time. Mm-hmm. Then when we had the conversation Monday, like, all right, like I'm about to head that way. She's like, let me know when you're close. I'll put it out. I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm not doing that. You know, just go ahead and have everything.
So I'm sorry. So, wait, hold on. Wait. I guess maybe I was missing that part. So you were already about to be on the way when she said she'll put it outside, and then you decided not to go.
No. I would still went. I just said, okay. I said that's when I said the conversation, the two things, right?
Yeah.
I said, okay, cool. I would like to have a conversation. And if not, just have that outside with all the other stuff.
Okay. Right.
That's what I said. And then she's like, oh, well, that's going to take a long time, which is really not, because there's really only like 3 expensive things that I want, to be honest. Mm-hmm. And you have the rest.
Right. So did you tell her that?
Nah.
Okay. So how would she know that?
And then she's like, let's do it Tuesday. And then Tuesday rolls around. She's like, no, I'm busy tonight. I was like, okay, that's fine. Thanks. I appreciate you letting me know.
Yeah.
And then nothing since then. So.
Okay. So interesting.
I don't think it's wrong.
Like I said, I'm not even saying that it's wrong. I just don't know. Like I said, I don't know. It seems like it's for an emotional win, and that's why I can't. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm having trouble getting there.
Cleon has no emotions.
That's not true.
So he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand this logic and thought process because he has no emotions.
Well, it's not logic because it's emotion.
Because it's not. I knew you were going to say that. He doesn't understand the thought process because it's emotional and not logical.
Yeah.
But we talked about this like when it first happened.
Yeah.
And I was going back and forth in my brain of like, should I? And I decided no.
Yeah.
Because I was going back and forth like, no, like I don't need it.
Yeah. You should listen to that guy.
But then this conversation happened.
And because you were holding out hope for for one last conversation.
As I think I had the right to at least have one more. I think.
And what's the purpose and the basis of this conversation?
Of having a conversation.
And you're hoping she comes clean about it, tells you whatever.
I don't need her to. I just want to know her thought process as to why. What makes it what logical or what emotional thought process did you go through for you to get to this?
I'll tell
wherever
you,
we're at.
She's just in that phase of her life. That's why I tell you to don't date there. So that's what the thought process is. She's in a phase.
And I agree. And that's what I said. Everybody's on their own journey, right?
Yeah.
Which I was going to leave it at that.
So that's the answer to your question.
Exactly.
So we don't need her to tell you.
I didn't need it until she reached out to me to come get my gun.
Right. So you still don't need it.
No. It's a different situation at this point. I did not need it. But she opened the door back up. And I'm like, okay, now we're talking. Now I want for you to tell me the truth that I already know when I found out. But that's all I want. Or I want all my stuff. It's one or two things. You open the door back up. You can tell me the truth that I already know because I want to hear from your own voice.
Why?
Because I want to know your thought process behind it because I think it's immaculate. Or I want everything so I can sell it. So at least I can get $1,500 if you don't want to tell it.
So the thought process of why she would be involved with one person while also being involved with another person. This is a...
But yeah, it's not...
This is an everyday...
It is, but it's not like...
It's just because you're involved now.
No. Because I understand, like, if I'm... It's why the lie about the exclusivity and I bring this individual up and you say no, like it's... Nah, because it's why?
What do you?
That's all I want to know.
Because that's what
what women do. That's all women.
That's just like this is like that's something that is just is so common to be. It's almost expected at this point. How many girls do you think have told another guys it's nothing with you while you were already involved with? It's just something you're just on the other side this time. That's it.
Good guys finish last. You know what that means?
Back to the streets where we began. 9 in the afternoon banger, by the way.
I can't do that. I know too much biblically.
Exactly.
I'd be thinking about it though.
Yeah, I mean,
but bro,
I'm just saying.
How can you have conversations about like being exclusive, talk about the future, talk about marriage, talk about already met her mom, talk about me and the rest of her family, like have all these conversations.
Well, first of all, you shouldn't have met her mom because that was, and we.
Why would she let me?
That was what do you mean? Why would she let you?
Why would she tell me to?
Yeah, let's get it.
Oh my God,
let's get it.
Do you listen to every episode?
She does for the most part, but I don't know if she.
Have you listened to like 40 or 39, episode 40 and 39 when this first happened? So this is like 2 months ago. Nobody owes me anything. Yes, it was an exclusive relationship. Yes.
Hey, hold on, Brandon.
I asked the question and she said yes. So what does that mean?
You asked her to be your girlfriend. She said yes.
That's another time. That's a story for another time.
So what do we mean?
I asked her if we were exclusive and she said yes.
So you were exclusive but weren't in a relationship? We gotta make things make sense.
Why women don't make sense? Ow. Women don't make sense. So me being a loving, caring, understanding, right?
Brandon.
Are we in an exclusive relationship? Yes.
Brandon. But
she was in two exclusive relationships at the same time, though.
But my thing is this.
I just didn't know.
To ask somebody to be exclusive while also them refraining from making a commitment to you seems insane to me.
Oh, you said I was reading the comments.
I said to have somebody tell you that they're exclusive with you while also not committing to a relationship or a title with you seems like those two things are contradicting each other.
They are. And the reasoning behind it was I'm working 2 jobs. I need to focus on this.
Yeah.
So it's like hard. So I can't commit.
Yeah. So then why?
You gotta listen to the episode.
That's
emotionally. That's emotional. That's emotional thinking.
Yes, I agree.
Not logically thinking.
Yeah.
So far caught up to where like I'm willing to sacrifice and suffer.
Yeah. And that was my thing with
to
you.
move forward. I agree.
Because having these conversations, because I know you know better.
I do.
I know you know better.
But there's a thing called emotions.
Yeah, whatever that is.
Our frontal cortex, like it starts to ruin our decision making.
Yeah.
And we think very illogical and make very poor decisions because we're emotional. You see it all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. I've made poor decisions while being emotional.
I mean, people make way worse decisions than that. But I'm also like very understanding and very like, you have your own life. I have my life.
Yeah.
And that's what I try to do.
Right.
And like, I'm not in a rush.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying though, right? Because it's like, I think the main thing is that you guys were at just 2 very different phases in your life. You're
I agree.
in 2 different journeys.
Yeah, I'm not trying to.
And so, because
discredit
obviously
anything like that.
Yeah. No, and I got you. It's just one of those things where I was like,
I'm getting my stuff.
I'm saying, I don't know if, I don't know. Maybe you should, I don't know. If you've made up your mind and you feel like you need this stuff back for your own closure.
Need is a.
I know it's a stretch, but you know what I'm saying? It's just.
It's more like I'm a very passive aggressive person. So it's more just like a passive aggressive kind of thing that she had already said. So I was like, might as well get it back.
Right. So
sell it.
Do you feel like maybe this is what this is? Maybe this is a test, right? Because obviously, as we're both learning and growing in our lives, right, we have to go through different things to test how we're going to involve ourselves.
I rebuke that. That's not right.
I don't.
God.
Maybe this is one of those situations, right? Because how are you going to act when you don't, get your things the way that you want them? Are you going to allow those things to be?
How am I going to act?
Right. No, I'm just
I
saying
already this whole situation. I didn't get what I wanted.
Right.
And what did I do? I was very, especially
you've
the
been
night
kind.
I found
You've
out.
been compassionate.
I didn't reach out. I didn't say a word.
Right.
I just took it on the chin.
You've been handling it well.
Yeah.
And now we're here.
And now we're in round 9.
And things have changed.
And I'm going for the knockout punch. Get on myself and leave.
So see what I'm saying? We're at the finish line of this thing. And now we're changing how we were handling things before with grace.
It's still graceful because she said it. It's not like I'm bringing up a new.
Well, clearly, she said a lot of things, right?
Oh my God. All right, hold on. Which part wasn't making sense? This is like basically we're just talking about a question of like, should you ask to get your stuff back in a relationship? And of course, when we first talked about it, I was like, no. But then a very specific situation arose, and then I asked for it back because the door opened up again. And I was like, all right, I'd already decided I'm not going to reach out just to ask for it. Door open. I'm like, all right, boom, here's my opportunity. Now I'm going to ask for it. Long story short of this episode and what we're talking about. If you want more like tea on the actual relationship and how it happened, I think it's episode 40, Breakup Blueprint, and then the one before, Cheating is a Choice. We like briefly talk about that, and then stuff in the book about relationships. But I think it's on one of those two that actually have the whole story. If you want like the tea on the actual story,
right.
Or we call you after and give you the full tea.
Yeah.
We'll drop names, IG. No, we're not doing that. But long story short, it is an emotional decision. Yeah. I agree. It is. Me doing that is based off an emotional response. Yes. I feel like that's about as far emotional that you can go, though. You don't want to go crazy or like demand it. All I said it, and she just said, okay. You know what I'm saying? Had she had said no, I would have left it at that. It's like, it is what it is. You don't want to demand or anything. You don't want to make the situation bigger than what it really is. And that's where people will mess up. And I feel like if you want to get your stuff back, you can ask for it. If they say no, then that's on them. You gave it to them. So they have that right because you gave it to them.
Right.
She has that right to still say no.
Yeah.
And if she said that, then it's okay.
Right.
I can't do anything about it. Doesn't matter. I gave that to her. She has that right to say no. Yeah. Even if she had already said she was going to do it. Right. She still has that right. So I do want you guys to understand that. Just because you give somebody something and then they break up with you and then you're like, hey, can I have this back? I mean, besides the wedding ring, make sure you fight a little harder for that.
Yeah.
But all this other stuff, $1,000, $2 or $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 stuff, whatever. It is what it is. If they say no, you can ask for it if you feel the need to, just like I did in that specific situation 2 months later after everything really, really ended. But I really wanted to really ask for it all when I found out. That's when but that would have been a very, very emotional response at that point in time.
Right.
And we didn't want to do that. And thank God I didn't do that. So now that the door opened on this side, it's like we talked about it, having a related conversation. That's when I asked for it. She still has the right to say no. And if she does, fellas, you guys got to respect that kind of decision. You can't break into people's houses, take it yourself. That's called burglary. And
don't do that.
Sorry. You don't get to keep a proposal ring. That's the one thing you got to keep fighting for. You can't. You can't leave the woman with that.
You got to run me that back. What we talking about?
You can camp outside the front door if that's the situation.
Oh my God.
Just don't go in it.
Oh my God. Hold on. Wait. Hold on.
Someone camped outside the front door?
No, because there's a similar story that I want to tell, but I haven't gotten permission to tell this story because it's not my business.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Write that down. That's episode for another day.
Yeah.
But long story short, don't take it to where you're committing a crime of breaking into somebody's house and being there unwanted. Don't do I'm not saying do anything of that. I'm saying it's a very specific situation. And if you feel like you want to ask for it back, then that's fine. Mind you, like her birthday was a month before everything ended. So I feel like it's such a fresh, short period of time to where she had got everything. She probably didn't even use it. So I could have then, and I didn't. 2 months later. So now it's been 4 months removed from her birthday. The conversation arose again. I felt the need. Yes. Was it a little emotional reaction? Yes. But it's way less of an emotional reaction than I would have had I texted her as soon as I found out that there was a third player involved saying, hey, give me my now. I'm coming to get it. Very, very emotional response at that point in time where I didn't say a word once I found out. And that's where the strength is. Taking it to the chin, going to the next round. Now we're in round 9. Now I can throw a jab back. Jab, right hook, baby. And that's how the cookie crumbles. You know what I'm saying?
I guess so, man. I guess so.
But yeah, don't. There was also just another story I was talking, because you guys know we work in Ybor and we're friends with cops. There was another story. I probably can't even say nothing on.
Is this an one?
Yeah. What is that thing that popped up on the TikTok?
Just staying.
Yeah, actually, I probably can't say any of that story, to be honest. I can't even. We're done talking about that. But just don't take it too emotionally, fellas. Like, I feel like that's a big problem in today's society.
Yeah.
Is men in the lack of emotional control and emotional maturity.
Yeah.
Because we talk to girls about their relationships at the club and stuff, and they're like, this guy did this, and this, and it's just like,
oh, that's crazy.
It's like, how? And even, bro, even the other girl where like her boyfriend had cheated on her. Oh yeah. You got to be self aware. You really got to be self aware. Yeah, it was an emotional reaction, and that's the extent that I would take it to. I was still going to be very respectful of her response, regardless of if it was yes or no. And her response was, it'll take me some time. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. And then we set it up for the next day. And then she's like, hey, I'm busy tonight. And I was like, I really appreciate the heads up. Thank you for letting me know. Mm-hmm. I still keep it very respectful. And if she decides, hey, I'm keeping everything, even your firearm, hey, whatever. I tried. Whatever. It is what it is at this point. But yeah, where is it going? I was saying something before I read that.
I forgot what you were saying. Actually, you got
done. Yeah, that thought just we're talking about probably about guys and their emotional intelligence.
Oh yeah. You got to be able to take rejection gracefully. You can't be doing crazy stuff. Yeah, she said this guy.
I'm trying to think of another story. Yeah.
Well, yesterday we were talking to what's name, and she said she was talking to some guy at like some like event, and her ex comes by and like grabs the dude by like the back of his collar and like yanks him away. She said the guy that was talking to her didn't do anything and he just walked away. But I'm like, that's just crazy.
Yeah. I think a very, very good thing that men need to learn is how to take rejection. We did also like visually saw last night too. Group of girls run into the Uber and this guy trying to holler at him, and one of the friends is like, no, like get away. Mm-hmm. And the group of girls, they were pretty attractive, and they were walking to the Uber, and then this guy like ego trips and like takes so offense and like runs across the street to go follow them to the Uber, and it's like talking smack. It's like, bro, like you're not attractive. They don't find you attractive. Kick rocks. Like, it's simple as that. Learn how to take rejection. Like, rejection has nothing to do with you, and I feel like that's where we fail in today's society. Guys are just very emotionally immature, emotionally immature, and I think that that's the biggest problem. And another problem is that women can't tell when the man is emotionally immature. Oh yeah, I knew what I was going to say at this point. From the chick that we're talking about when she just broke up with her boyfriend because he was cheating on her.
Oh yeah.
And she was telling me like she hasn't blocked him on text messages, but she'll like send me like screenshots of the text message and stuff, and he's just boom, message after message, like trying to apologize, make small talk, say I love you, I miss you, like, oh, I'm so stupid, I messed up, like trying to say all these little things, but it's like it's just having conversations with himself. I'm like, yo, you got to block him. She's like, can't do that yet. I'm like, keep working to it, but eventually you have to. But it's to a point to where like his emotional intelligence is so low, he cannot take the consequences to his own actions. You messed up. You cheated, regardless of if this is a good girl or not, or if you think it was validated or justified or not. You did that. Take it on the chin. Go to the next round. It's done. The emotional intelligence of this guy is just continuously blowing her up. Bro, that's not going to do anything. Learn how to take the consequences of your own actions and move on. That's our epidemic. And at the Radio Podcast, we are here to help you guys.
So do you think he should tell her why he cheated?
I'm sure he probably already did. I haven't had that conversation.
Wow. Okay.
I haven't had that conversation. I'm not sure. He probably would though. He's trying real hard. He's trying real hard. But I was like, no, you got to change as an individual before you can try and fix that. It's not like, because obviously she's taken it back multiple times already. It's not.
Like, see, yeah, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. It's not like fifth time a charm. Hey, I'm magically going to change.
Right.
Well, live is ended. Sorry, maybe we got. I mean,
yeah, it was waiting for that puzzle piece thing. that for it to keep going.
Oh, well, TikTok live. Well, sorry, we appreciate you guys. We're about to wrap up here, anyways. But yeah, emotional intelligence, guys. You gotta work on it. How do you work on it? Read books about your brain and how it works, and be self-aware of your actions and whether you're reacting emotionally versus logically. If you're Cleon, you act very emotionless. So pick his brain, reach out to him. Mr. Cleon Deal, Mr. _ Cleon Deal, something like that. Reach out to him. Be like, how can you be more emotionless?
That's
and
not.
He'll give you some tips. I'll give you some tips too. But I don't take my own tips. Had I been able to do that,
yeah,
it's just we get emotions, we turn stupid.
Yeah, this whole situation would have been cut a while ago if you.
Oh yeah, I mean, regardless of if she does it or doesn't do it, but I'm still gonna be okay regardless.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. It's just I guess I wanted to ask that question to see like what you think, because I originally was like totally against it, and then that situation kind of arose. Yeah, and yes, it was an emotional reaction because I wanted to have a face-to-face conversation one more time before she had left 5 hours away by plane. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I deserved that.
Deserved it.
I mean, yeah. At the end of the day, she don't owe me anything, but I wanted to deserve that, I guess. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I wanted the conversation.
Mm. That's right.
And there's not going to be one, and that's okay with me. Mm-hmm. There probably will be one.
See that? See that?
But I'm okay if there's not. I'm okay if there's no conversation and all my stuff's not even out at the front door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with that. Life happens and we move forward. That's all we can do, guys. So other than that, wrap things up here. If you want your stuff, ask for it. If they say no, you can't get it. I'm sorry. That's just how it works.
That's just how it works, man.
Should you ask for it? Depends on the situation, in my opinion. And I hope this episode helps.
It strictly depends on if it's you or not.
But just understand, like, don't have your decision be too emotional. Mm-hmm. So other than that, that's all that I got. You got any other final thoughts, Mr. Deal?
I mean, what we talk about a lot here is preventative methods, right? And those are the things that can keep you from getting into situations that end up too far gone. So obviously we talk about seeing the signs and the red flags early, which is why it's so important. Mm-hmm. Because obviously time is the most valuable commodity that we have. And the last thing you ever want to do is feel like you wasted yours. So being vigilant, being open to listening to the good counsel around you and within yourself can keep you from getting too long down the road. So you don't end up in a place where you feel like, you've just given away time, money, and effort into something that, in hindsight, because it's always 2020, wasn't worth it at all.
Amen.
And that's all I got.
And that's what happens, though. That's what
life.
Happens.
That's just life, though.
And God has blessed me to have multiple stories to tell you guys for so long, and I guess to learn so much about my own emotions and my emotional intelligence to be able to help other people. So you guys, I have a lot of people that reach out to me in DMs and talk and about a lot of relationships and stuff. So you guys are getting that wisdom at the expense of my feelings.
There we go. Yeah.
And I want to change it for the world because it's very fulfilling to help other people with some things that they're going through and try and help them think logically when this is a very emotional game that we play. And a topic for another story is all these emotions happen from how our upbringing is. And we're going to dive deep into why Cleon has no emotions in that episode. And we might have to go into 2 episodes because we probably have to dive so deep to figure out what happened in childhood where he's just like, no emotions, man. I'll be all right. That's going to be a fun one.
That'll be fun.
And then what happened in my childhood for me to be such
large-hearted.
Yeah, such a lover boy. So, yeah. But we're going to dive deep into that because everything how your upbringing happened, how you're raised, like that stuff all matters into how you make decisions and how you act emotionally and logically as an adult. Everybody's just big children, all grown up.
Big children.
A lot of people, like we always say whatever it is. We always say on the episode is everybody gets older, but not everybody grows up. So, hey, I'm a very calm guy as well, but I'm also a very emotional calm guy.
Emotional calm.
I mean, I have a lot of
like
emotion.
You're a very tall, short guy.
That's crazy. No, Cleon is very calm. I'm also very calm. I mean, just not at work because people. I gotta tell them different times. Yeah. No, I'm also very calm, and I think that's also part of the reason why like that one didn't work out is because maybe I was too calm, and she wanted a little bit more excitement, a little bit, and that's what people do when they're a little bit younger, you know.
There's a myriad of reasons why that wasn't working, but sure, we could list at least 5 different reasons why.
And yeah, maybe we'll list those on the next episode. Yeah. But we love you guys, and we appreciate you tuning in to another episode, and we'll see you all next week. Thank you.